Well, Manchester United, hear me out. Manchester United 3, West Ham 0. The final whistle has been blown at the Old Trafford. And guess what? It has gonna hate to end when Garncho has gonna hate to register a brace and Rasmus Højlund scoring on his 21st birthday. I'm gonna get you to know what record this boy is gonna hate to break. I told you. When you're playing against Wolverhampton Wanderers, he broke a record of Cristiano Ronaldo and is going to hate to break another record. That's why this guy is a special talent, and we need to obviously offer him the best that he deserves as a player for the club of Manchester United. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Let's see 100 likes match this video as we congratulate these players of United for obviously going on to what we call another win at the party of Payemi. I see you say up Man United. Wambede Derek, guys, what's on? I'm here. Some technical glitches had obviously gone to obviously catch up on me, but I've gonna hit to rectify them, and I'm here to discuss the match reaction of Man United versus West Ham. Then Happy Chris, congratulations to everyone. It's been massive today. Caution to Rashford and Harry to other players. Excellent, all right. But I felt sorry for Martinez. There we go, all right. Now let's get to the game of football as it really went down at the Old Trafford Stadium. Erik ten Hag came out and really made a statement that most of you never really went ahead to obviously give a lot of attention to detail. He told you that when my players are back, we can beat any team. Do you remember that statement? Ten Hag told you, when my players return, we can beat any team. And that has gone ahead to obviously reflect well today. And you've seen it that when his spine of the team is back, Man United plays well from the central defense, and they transit into the second third of the pitch to the final third of the pitch, and they obviously score the goals as we've got to see them do. And Ten Hag was really called out by very many people. Ten Hag should be sacked. We want Erik ten Hag out. Now, where are the haters of Erik ten Hag? You know, 2 games consecutively, we've gonna hit to register 2 consecutive wins in the league against Wolverhampton Wanderers and against West Ham. And with the biggest positive of all this is that we are scoring goals. Remember, the start of the season, we were not scoring goals. I told you that we were conceding and we are not scoring, and that showed that nothing we are doing better. We are not defending and we are not scoring. That was the biggest part of it all. But this time around, we've gone ahead to start scoring goals, and we are really doing the needful and really keeping a clean sheet again. Let me talk about how we started off this season at the club of Manchester United. You know, Manchester United went ahead to obviously come into this game of football when we are really having lots and lots of things to really put into play. And we said maybe it's the click of a new season at the first of 2024, and we commenced there with beating Wigan 2-0. Then after, we drew with Tottenham Hotspur 2-0. How many goals are those? Those are 4 goals. Then we went ahead to beat Newport County by 4-0. How many are those? Those are 8. Then we went ahead to score 4 against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Those are 12. And today we've gone ahead to score 3. Those are 15. And ask yourself, how many goals did we score in the first half of the season? That is really the hugest question. And these are the positives that we've gone ahead to obviously see happen at the club of Manchester United, and all mastermind by Erik ten Hag. And this is where I come in through to obviously give him the kudos he deserves as a manager, because this is done by brave people. It's only brave people who can obviously go into a season and really work with the Glazers and obviously get results as expected. So for me, I'm really good to obviously see to it that everything is going to go on as planned, and I'm really excited. And for that, for Erik ten Hag, a man who waited until his players really went ahead to come back, smash the like button close to 100 times, and really see to it that things go on as planned. Now, let's talk about Rasmus Højlund, youngest ever United player to ever score 4 goals in 4 consecutive matches. That is it. Have you heard that? This guy is the youngest ever United player to score 4 goals in 4 consecutive Premier League matches. I think you've gone ahead to get me right. And Rasmus Højlund is just on fire. I remember people coming in through and really talking ill about him. The guy said, I will score, and he was very, very, very furious every time they never got him those goals. And it is really good to understand that he is really where he is, and this guy is not gonna stop. And that is a plus for Erik ten Hag, and obviously with the people who really love what United does and know that Ten Hag is the right manager for the club. We keep saying he's the best manager at Man United, and we've always gonna hate to always want him to really stay in here for you to do the needful. Now, when you look at the future of Man United, trust me, it's really in the right hands. As I told you that Man United had Cristiano Ronaldo, Rooney, Nani, you get Tevez, and very many others, but we knew that the future was bright because we had world-class players. And when you look at that trio, when they really celebrated that goal of Garncho, that is Kobe Menu, Garncho, and Rasmus Højlund, you see to it that that is the future of Man United. Rasmus Højlund 21, Garncho 19, Kobe Menu is 18, and what a way to obviously unleash the new breed of Man United, obviously take us to the winning ways that we deserve. Rasmus Højlund is now the youngest Man United player to score in 4 straight Premier League games a season. Remember, in the match preview, I told you about this, that it's gonna happen. I told you about the match preview that it's gonna happen, and it's gonna hate to happen. Not so. I told you this guy is gonna obviously go ahead and really score goals, and he's gonna hate to score those goals because I knew that this side cannot really survive. They cannot really survive. They can't survive this man because I knew how he's good, and all he needed sometimes is the confidence, and I was gonna have to get that confidence, and that confidence has seen him really do lots and lots of things. When you look at the first goal that we score, Casemiro getting back is a big plus. How many people came out and really said Casemiro should be sold? We need a new CDM. He's not ready to do the job. I told them, you are naive about what you're talking about. This is one of the best CDMs in the world, and however much was playing ugly at the beginning of the season, he had 4 goals on his name. That is Casemiro. You know, he returns, he has an assist for the most important goal of the game, because we all know the most important goal of the game is the first goal, and in the 23rd minute he does a very good interception, and that ball falls onto the foot of Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund fakes them with the left foot because they know that that is the strongest foot that this guy uses to shoot, and he really goes out to the weakest foot, that is the right foot, and hits that ball into the back of the net, and he made it, how many? 1-0 for the club of Man United. But kudos to Casemiro, because all what that they're going to have to do, it was because of that man, and he really gave us a very good goal, and what a way to celebrate that moment in there at the side of Old Trafford. And it shows you how this team is really growing, and why Ten Hag told you that when I'm having all my best players back, then you'll judge me. And everyone who went ahead to judge him before all his players were back, you have been silenced, because right now, in the 2 games of the Premier League, we're going to have to play with his players back. You've seen what I was going to have to offer. He's going to have to put in a very beautiful shift as a manager, and these people are really silenced. Now, this is one of the best photos that you'll ever want to look at. You know, this evening, look, Rasmus Højlund 21, Garncho 19. This is Kobe Menu, 18 years of age. What a way to really look at the future of Man United. And if you've not yet seen what these 3 are all about, then you haven't been watching Man United. Rasmus Højlund now is going to take his tally to 10. I'm going to reiterate my words on this boy that we are going to score how many goals? I told you he's going to hit that magic number. And what's the magic number? I told you the magic number of 20 goals this season. He's going to get them. He's going to get them. He's just having 10 left. Today, Manchester United has gone ahead to play its 23rd game of the season, meaning that we are left with 15 games this season. 15 games this season for Rasmus Højlund. Trust me, on the run he's having right now, he still has 10 on his back. Remember, we are still in the FA Cup, and he still has a lot to do into that game of football. And today, he has gotten 2 chances, and one has been buried into the back of the net. That's what a typical striker really gets you, and Rasmus Højlund is really the lad that they told you about. He came in through at 72 million pounds. Everyone was really slating him and criticizing United for making that huge decision to get in Rasmus Højlund. And guess what? He has gone ahead to silence all of them, and they've gone ahead to shush their mouths. That is it. So you have to know that this guy is the new guy. Now let's go to Alejandro Garncho for the second and third goal that he scored. We built up very well. Bruno Fernandes goes in for the blind side where Garncho was on the right, shoots that ball, deflects off the defender into the back of the net to make it 2-0. Bruno Fernandes yet with an assist, and Garncho with another goal. Garncho, by the way, had really taken some long time without scoring a goal, if I'm not mistaken. When did Garncho last score a goal for Man United? You know, it has been long. To show you that it has been long, we cannot even remember when Garncho last scored a goal for the club of Man United. I think he last scored in a playing against Aston Villa when he scored that brace, you know. And today he has gone ahead to score another brace, you know, taking his tally of the Premier League, I think, to now, is it 5? Let me check. I want to be exact. I want to be exact about Garncho's goals in the Premier League. Today I was going to hit to score a brace, and yeah, I was right. It takes his tally to 5, and now he's having 7 goals this season because he has 1 in the Champions League and 1 in the Carabao Cup. That is Alejandro Garncho for you. And I told you that I'm really very anticipative. Alejandro Garncho, Rasmus Højlund, and Marcus Rashford can make 20 goals a season each. We can see for the very first time having a trio getting in 20 goals a season. The problem has been Rashford has not gone ahead to bury off his chances. I think he had like 2 or 3 chances and really went ahead, obviously miss shoot, and sometimes he only required a moment of composure in him to really calm down and really get everything going. That is Rashford for you. But for the third one, it has been a Scott McTominay assist, and he obviously hit it well into the back of the net, and it really sounded good for me, and it really made really rounds of happiness at the club of Man United. 3-0 for the club of Manchester United, and we are really cruising there. But we've gone ahead to keep a clean sheet. That is the most important bit of it all, because in the Premier League, I think we last kept a clean sheet when we played which team? Because we've been conceding goals in every game we're going to have to play. Aston Villa, we conceded. Nottingham Forest, we lost to 1. Then we came into playing Aston Villa, Tottenham Hotspur. We've been conceding, but it's good to keep a clean sheet against the side of West Ham. We've gone ahead to keep a clean sheet against West Ham, and that's really something good because Andriona now takes his tally of clean sheets to 7. And I want to see how this season ends, because I told you David De Gea kept 17 clean sheets last season. Now, for Andriona, it's really going to be hard for him to make 17 because we are left with 15 games. Can he go 12? Can he go 10 games keeping clean sheets? Let's wait and see how that pans out, because when Casemiro is back, you obviously get to know that he's going to get that cover that he really deserves as a defense and as a goalkeeper. As you've gone ahead to see today, Andre Onana has gone ahead to obviously keep us in the game. And where are the haters of Andre Onana? This was a very good reflex save in the 30th minute. You know, look at this save. Leave alone this save. Before this one came in through, I think around the 13th minute before we scored, he keeps us in the game. Soucek heads that ball, deflects off, I think, Casemiro, and it goes into the vicinity where it was hard for him to reach. Though Bruno Fernandes was on the line, but we've seen very many balls have gone ahead to cross the line when we are having players on that goal line. But he went ahead and really made a very good save. Even this one was a very beautiful save. But he kept all of us looking, and he really went ahead to put in some good ball distributions and saves. Now, where are people who say that Andre Onana is not good? You know, I want to see you guys smash the like button close to 100 times of Andre Onana. You've always gone ahead and said he's not good, we're not keeping clean sheets because of him. Now, have you seen to it that when we defend very well, our goalkeeper is not going to be exposed? On the 2 times he was exposed, he came up and really did the needful. Not so? He came up and did the needful. So, Andre Onana has gone ahead to keep a clean sheet. His ball distribution was okay, and I really liked his confidence in goal. What a way to really get back from that game of Wolverhampton Wanderers. We went ahead to really concede 3 goals, and now we've gone ahead to keep a clean sheet, and that is really very good, and I enjoy it as a United player, United fan, and hope you guys are really doing great. Smash the like button to close to that number of times. Then I have certain things to talk about, but before I go into that, let me take you into this and show you how the stats were for the beautiful game of football between Manchester United and the side of West Ham. Remember, West Ham has been really ahead of us, and this win is going to have to take us ahead of that West Ham side. And let's look at this. Manchester United had 12 shots, West Ham had 22 shots, and Man United had 5 shots on target and 3 shots for West Ham on target. And it's really very worrying why they really had this. Why did they have 12? However much they really went wide, but we shouldn't allow them to be really having this. Possession, 51% ball possession by the club of Man United, and West Ham had 49% ball possession, 520 passes completed by Man United. West Ham completed 477 passes, then 85% passing accuracy by Man United, then West Ham had 87% passing accuracy. 10 fouls by Man United, 5 fouls by West Ham, 0 yellow cards to Man United, and 1 yellow card to the side of West Ham. And that is really good that we haven't gone ahead to get a yellow card. Discipline was at its peak. It shows you that we had this game at our control and no player was playing under pressure. And what always brings in those yellow cards, it's because of our players playing under pressure. Then 0 red cards to both sides, 1 offside to Man United and 0 to West Ham. Then 5 corners to Man United and 8 corners to West Ham. Talking about corners, West Ham have gone ahead to score most of their goals through set pieces. You understand? And this time round, we've gone ahead to deny them their best outlet to really create chances and really score, and we never considered any corner and really to went to the back of the net. We defended very well, and the only time they really headed that ball well, Andre Onana was on extra alert and really went ahead to make a very beautiful save that was really rebounded out into the side net, and it remained 0-0 for the club of Man United. And we went ahead to obviously show a lot in the set pieces. And talking about the 5 corners that we got as a club of Man United, I was really excited on how we went ahead to execute. And for the, I think in 2 games in a row against Wolverhampton Wanderers and against West Ham, I can tell you United now has a set piece coach. For this entire season, I hadn't seen something well built up from the set piece like we've gone ahead to do in those 2 games. I think the best set piece I've went ahead to see us take was when we were playing against Nottingham Forest in the game that ended 3-2 at the beginning of the season. You remember that goal that Casemiro went ahead to score, that Bruno went ahead to really give the ball to Rashford. Rashford went for the far post, and Bruno went ahead to head that ball in the vicinity of Casemiro, and Casemiro tapped that ball into the back of the net to make it 2-2 for the club of Manchester United. So that is exactly what you'll ever want to see at the club of Man United, because other clubs do these things. And why don't we go ahead to do these things also? So I was really happy with what everything has gone ahead to do, and we really did the needful onto that. Let's go to the Premier League table and see how are we standing here. We are Liverpool 51 points, Man City 46, Arsenal 46 points, Aston Villa 46 points, Tottenham Hotspur 44 points, Man United coming up in the mix with 38 points, meaning that these ones are 8 points. Aston Villa is 8 points ahead of Man United, and you know, to eat that, it's our next game. And if it happens to be our next game, what do you have to do as a person or a player of Man United? All you have to do is gear up and get to know that if you want to complete the top 4, you have to beat your opponent. And who is our opponent now? It's Aston Villa. We failed to beat Tottenham Hotspur at Old Trafford, and we drew. And if we had gone ahead to beat Tottenham Hotspur now, would have been at 40 points, and Tottenham Hotspur would have been at 42. So we have a huge job to do next weekend to really beat Aston Villa. But I think everything is promising. In the next 15 games, we can really get that top slot and really finish into the Champions League positions. When you look at teams like Arsenal, they are still far off from us. 8 points with Man City. So you never know what can happen. Liverpool is 15 points. Sorry, it's 13 points from Man United. One will say, can we talk about the trophy? I don't have the energy, but you never know what's going to happen. We need to obviously win our games. If at all we can go on a winning stretch of some beautiful games, then we have the right to come in here and obviously talk about what we have to do into that trophy. But I want to talk about one thing that I really hinted on at the beginning of the game. It was all about Harry Maguire. You saw it today that on 2 occasions, Harry Maguire went ahead to cost us. If it was not the inefficiency of Palmieri, right? You remember that ball he really gave away onto the right side of the pitch. You know, Emerson Palmieri runs in through very well, and his selfishness costed West Ham. But I knew he was going to go in for cutback because he is a left back and he shot wide, and we survived. You get? The second time, a ball was it's called the ball over the top, and Harry Maguire couldn't obviously head that ball, and it was, I think, is it Mohamed Kudus ran into space very well, and a recovery run of Diego Dinallo helped us save the day. The first time he really threw that ball, we were 1 goal up. If they score, we'll level 1-1. It becomes a difficult game altogether. The second time, it was 2-0, and if they score, they pull 1 back, and their energy levels really go up. And they are really optimistic that they can obviously get the second one and maybe pull out a draw. So, Harry Maguire had costed us a game. But few people might really forget about that, but he had costed us our win. And this is what I told you, that I don't want to see him play for the club of Man United if at all Lisandro Martinez and Varane are really fit, because this guy is calamitous. He's calamitous, and on 2 occasions today, he had really thrown down our lead. And the beauty that you can obviously figure out into the first mistake that he did, that Emerson Palmieri fails to obviously convert, is that Man United responded immediately, and they got to know, all right, we are having only 1 goal, and West Ham can only get 1 chance like that they're going to hate to miss, and then level up the game. That's where the goal of Garncho results in. That's when Garncho makes it 2 in a space of like 1 minute, after West Ham missing such a beautiful chance that had been gifted to them by Harry Maguire. So I don't want our club to be playing like that. I want us to really be playing better, and I think we can do better and better as a club of Manchester United, and that's why I call in for better performances from these players, and I really know we can obviously get there slowly by slowly. So thank you very much for watching through. I think I've gone ahead to talk about everything, the substitutions. Anthony, come on through. I'll talk about that in the player ratings, but let me go to your comments. I'm having Muhumuza Sam. My good day, I'm okay, all right. Then Fred Kabaya, congratulations to all players of Man United, thank you. Then George Opong, congratulations guys, what a win, it was really a beautiful win. Musa Ahmed, congratulations to my fellow United fans, obviously, congratulations. Then we are having Hachilara, magnificent victory to the mighty Man United, congratulations, all right. Tambi James, honestly speaking, I'm in love with United's progress. Remember, I'm an Arsenal fan, but a football fan moreover. All right, thank you for obviously loving Man United. Arsenal is playing Liverpool. 6 minutes in, 0-0 so far. Thomas Donko, greetings from Ghana. How about you, my brother? It has been a while since we last talked. Then Muhumuza Sam, Onana, we give him time. I've told you that Onana is a very good goalkeeper, and for everyone that downplays his efforts, then football is not for you. Kamhanda Jonani, congratulations to our fans. Itambi Jimzo, Onana doesn't need time. He's an average player. That's what you people think. Onana is not an average player. Onana is a top-class goalkeeper. Why is he a top-class goalkeeper? I tell you, when Man City were going to play in the Champions League final last year, Pep Guardiola said, this is the only team where, when you're analyzing how your style of play is going to be portrayed in the field of play, you really analyze the goalkeeper. Because Andre Onana is the best press-resistant goalkeeper, and you're going to hate to see it very many times. And I hate people who judge players in their first season. I hate those people because you can't judge a player in his first season. Settling in at the club is something hard. We've seen it to very many players in different clubs, be it at Arsenal, be it at Chelsea, be it at Liverpool, and everywhere. And if at all you're a United fan and history is always up onto your head, you know, there are certain things you have to obviously look at and remember. One, the most important bit of it all is that the goalkeeping department of Man United is the trickiest in that club of Man United. If at all you know it, you know it. You know? Peter Schmeichel struggled when he came in through and later settled in well. You know? Fabian Barthez, the best goalkeeper who had gone ahead to win the World Cup in 1998, came in through at Man United and struggled 100%. If you remember that, you know that. You should be old enough as me if at all you watched Fabian Barthez playing as a goalkeeper of Man United. He was the best goalkeeper. He struggled and he never settled in, and Sir Alex Ferguson got him out. After getting him out, I think there was a coming in through of there was Tim Howard, you know, the American goalkeeper. He came in through, he had some 2-3 seasons at Man United. He failed to settle in through, and we went until we got in Edwin van der Sar. That's when the goalkeeping department of Man United really gave us fruits. And Edwin van der Sar was at Man United from 2006 to 2011. He was there for 5 solid seasons, and he settled in quickly because he had that desired experience. He was at Juventus, he was at Ajax, and he had been at Fulham in the Premier League doing the needful. And he knew exactly what Premier League football was all about. He knew what the strikers and the strength of each and every team. David De Gea came in through and had a very horrendous first season at Man United. And people here taking Andre Onana for a joke. This is one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and now he's going to have to keep his 7th clean sheet. Tell me a goalkeeper who is not good enough that can keep 7 clean sheets right now. Go to the table. Alisson Becker has 8. Alisson Becker has 8. Andre Onana has 7 clean sheets. Now, before you come here and talk about Andre Onana, get to know the facts about this guy and get your facts right. When you get your facts right, we will talk and really put up an argument, right? Call me Mark. Winning is more important than commenting on Onana's performance tonight. I don't want... No. Winning is important. Even we won against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Why did people come out and really blame Andre Onana, yet he was not responsible for any of those goals? Do you know why they did that? Because every time we concede a goal, they think Andre Onana should save it. And you couldn't put any goal onto that man. You get? So, even today, when I was going to hate to put in a very good Paul performance, he kept us in the game. We are West Ham would have going to hate to go 1 goal up, and he really got that ball and grasped it very well. So, in my understanding, I think this guy is really good, and he has going to hate to do the needful, and he has going to hate to serve a better purpose for the side of Man United today. And I don't really think that he doesn't deserve his flowers today. Let's give him his flowers, and let's continue really giving him the best that he deserves. I'm having Peter Mwilaria, Man United Oy. All right, we have to obviously give Man United its flowers because of the performances we've gonna hate to put in. Now, we are going to rest for some days as a team of Man United, and we are playing next over the weekend of next week. That is it. And guess we are playing Aston Villa. That is it. A team that is going to hate to be into the mix for a very, very long time. They are 8 points ahead of Man United. We beat Aston Villa. All goes well. But all the fans of Man United are waiting for one story about Lisandro Martinez. Our hearts were in the mouth when you're playing against Wolverhampton Wanderers, when he got off the bench, when he was taken off, and he found himself having to wear an ice onto his leg. they told us that that's a precaution and is going to be fit. And today, towards the end of the beginning of the game, in the videos that were released by Man United, this guy was onto the pitch and he really had to play some good minutes. But today, looks like his knee had a problem and we don't know how far he's going to be out for. And we just can't wait to hear the beautiful news coming in from our team of Man United on how the physios have gone ahead to assess that and really tell us for how long he's going to be out for. And you wouldn't like to go away to play Aston Villa when you're not having Lisandro Martinez. And practically, you'd love to have Lisandro Martinez and Varane in that central defense. So we wait and see how that pans out and how United really couples onto that. And I've seen Man United post something about Lisandro Martinez injury. That is really very, 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 very touching. And this is what they told us about him. Where is the post? Let me check about it. They've told us that if anyone has the resolve to deal with the potential setback, it's the man. We with you. So everyone knows how good this guy is, and you're gonna hate to see how he plays and how he passes that ball from the back. We need Lisandro Martinez, and there is no way we are gonna be happy to fly to the Villa Park without this guy. So we pray to it that he really gets well and gets better. Nelson Mwesigwa, good player, good prayer for today, my bro. All right, thank you very much. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. I sign out for now. See you later. As I know some of you want to go run and watch the game of Liverpool, and I've also gone ahead to grant you a chance to go and watch it. Then we'll react better and better and better in the mix. And Bukayo Saka scores right now. Arsenal's gonna hit to score against Liverpool, and it's Bukayo Saka in the mix. Guys, go watch that game. I'm out. We cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokan David remains my name. I'm totally out. Don't forget to subscribe because we want to hit 17,000 subscribers before the end of this game. Bye bye.